Sean Ross. I am one of the co-chairs and co-founders of MySaRA.org, or SaRA, Safety and Reliability Association. One of our other founders is Bill Rodeman, who came into this willingly and quickly and said, I want to be part of it. Bill, talk a little bit about what you're doing right now for Land O'Lakes. Everybody thinks you guys make butter, but you do a lot of different things. But talk about what you're doing now, your responsibilities, and then when you started, what were you doing when you started in the whole maintenance and reliability world?
So I'll go all the way back to where I started and kind of go back to where I'm at right now. So, I mean, really my whole journey to where I'm at right now started the summer after I graduated high school. I went up to a small fishing community up in Alaska. Shout out to Cordova, Alaska. Anybody that's either lived in the community or passed through there over the years, great community. So I went up there and actually started working in a salmon cannery as a maintenance technician there right after I got out of high school. And really that helped kind of set my understanding just on how little I actually knew about how the world worked, but also how does manufacturing work? How does food and beverage work? Getting into the maintenance and reliability, starting to understand just the operations within a manufacturing plant, which was completely foreign to me at the time. So luckily, I also had the absolute privilege, and I was truly blessed to be able to actually work for my dad. So when I got hired in there, I was a maintenance technician. My dad was the chief engineer. And that's one of the things that I really hold dear and dear to my heart, is that I actually got to work in the trenches with him day in and day out, working on how does equipment actually work? How does this all fit together? Learning various skills such as electrical, welding, plumbing, the operations, maintenance and reliability, how that all fits together is really something that I kind of hold near and dear to my heart. It really helped teach me a lot of aspects around leadership, accountability, and then really one of my big things too is a sense of doing things the right way. It's not always the easy way, and it often isn't the easy way, but really doing things the right way is the key to long-term success. So that's really one of the things that I've taken from at least starting my journey up in Alaska all those years ago.
And was your dad running the facility in Alaska? Is that what you're saying? Or
He was the chief engineer. He was over the maintenance and reliability of the facility, yes.
Which is an interesting thing. He was the chief engineer and he was over maintenance and reliability. That works. When they put a maintenance guy over the maintenance and reliability, has not worked as well as we'd like it to have worked in the industry. And I'm not picking on the maintenance guys. I'm just saying maintenance is a cost center. The CEO thinks that's a cost center and he wants to keep his costs low. Reliability is not an investment, but it is a profit center. It will make you more money or remove excess costs. Anyway, that's excellent. I love your background. You're perfect for where you. What are you doing now?
So nowadays I'm with Land O'Lakes, and I've been here for a while now through various leadership roles. I came into the organization as a maintenance supervisor. I'm really running a maintenance team, day-to-day operations, trying to make sure that we're able and focus the people where they're supposed to be. From there, I transitioned into a controls and automation engineer, where really everything electrical inside our facility kind of came to me, making sure that we were able to keep the equipment running, but also look at and make sure that we're not looking at long-term failures further down the road and what does it take to actually take care of that. From there, I transitioned into electrical program manager, which was in charge of building and implementing an electrical safety program across Land O'Lakes and all of our sites coast to coast. Really, that's looking at everything from OSHA, NFPA 70E, NFPA 70B, NETA MTS, all those standards out there on how to work on electrical equipment safely, how to maintain it safely, really wrapping all those together. And what does that look like for Land O'Lakes? So currently, I still do a lot of the electrical safety piece, but right now, a lot of my focus is more on the reliability initiatives across all of our facilities.
And that's why we created the Safety and Reliability Association, a not-for-profit committed to exactly what you're talking about. That's what I love having you as part of our organization, Bill. Thank you. I just said, why SaRA? Okay, why would you become part of SaRA? But asking somebody to volunteer and be part of an organization and have their company back that, because Land O'Lakes supports everything that you do. You were supported when you were on the board of EPRA, which I was the president of. You're very supportive of what we do now. But why SaRA?
So really, I look at SaRA and I kind of go back to my journey to where I'm at now, and I kind of say, okay, what do I wish that I knew back then that I know now? Whether it's building safety programs, whether it's looking at reliability initiatives, or just overall understanding of what regulations and best practices are that apply to what I'm trying to do. And now let's take that information and make it readily available to anybody who wants to get better. Everybody's looking to improve what they're working on their day to day. Now let's take the information from really the community that we're trying to build here, whether it's experts in the industry, whether it's other practitioners, whether it's everything that we've taken, and make that information readily available on what are better practices. Make sure you have contacts and colleagues that you can reach out to, and also give you access to some of the industry experts that also want to be part of what we're trying to build here.
I'm glad that we did this, because that's going to be transcribed, because it's brilliant. It's exactly why SaRA is an important organization that was not formed because we just all had something to do. Everybody that's part of it is busy. It's having people like you, expertise like you, that is available. But if we had 1,000 people calling you and asking for it, your boss would say, hey, could you get back to work? What we're trying to do is capture it and share it and be that place and connect safety and reliability, because we have the data, and the data says the more reliable your facility, your OEE, or whatever it is that you measure from AU, asset utilization, the more reliable your organization, the safer it is. It's a correlation factor. And now that we've seen that, that's the passion that we've got. Make it more reliable, and you'll impact safety. You can do all the things safety-wise, but it'll only take you so far. Talk to the young guy, the practitioner, whether that's somebody in controls engineering, plant management, whatever it is, the practitioner that we're trying to attract. Why should they come? I think you just made a case for why they should come. But is there anything else you would say to them?
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. And to me, one of the things that SaRA truly brings is value to the practitioner and the end user. And that's where our focus is how do we give value and make things available to you? A lot of times, I mean, there's infinite information on the internet. You can go anywhere and find anything you want. However, a lot of times, not all the information is correct, or it may be misleading, or it comes with a cost associated with it. And that's one of my favorite parts about this is let's take all that information, make it readily available. SaRA is free to join for any practitioner. So anybody that is looking to have access to the information and improve what they're doing, make things safer, make it more reliable, find better ways to do what you're working on, that information's available. It's free to join SaRA, and that's really one of the values that they give, to where the value is focused on the end user as the goal for the organization.
That's exactly what we're trying to accomplish here. This organization, this not-for-profit, is supported by what we call approved providers. Other people call them vendors. One of the reasons why is if you can come and say, hey, we'll give you a bunch of money and we want our logo on there. As much as that would be tempting to take that money, the answer is no. You're here to educate, but talk to and you know who some of the people that have supported this, Iris and SDT and others, and how they support it with understanding and knowledge. Talk a little bit to that person who we're asking to make a decision to support this. Approved providers.
Absolutely. If you're an approved provider, SaRA is a way for you to demonstrate your expertise and what value you truly bring to an organization. Again, we're not looking for some widget or some device that's going to save the day and be a selling point. We're looking for true information on better ways to do things. And SaRA gives you an opportunity to come into the industry and really help provide that information to the end user. I know a lot of times when I'm working with different approved providers, vendors, when we're going through bids and things like that, I'm looking for somebody who I can partner with that really has the expertise that can help me in what I'm trying to do. I'm not looking for that device, not looking for the widget. I'm not looking for a sales pitch. I'm looking for somebody that's truly an expert that's able to come in and help me understand what I need to know. And a lot of times that'll give you access to other organizations that are looking for information in your field and stuff like that. But it also allows you to really help shape the industry and help provide that and demonstrate that expertise that you bring.
Wow. Excellent. That's just exactly why we do SaRA. I will see you in a board meeting or a committee meeting for a working group is what we're going to do on the EMP, which is what NFPA 70 just came out and said every organization should have an electrical maintenance program. There's not a lot of them that do, because there's not a lot of them with people like you in there. But that's the working group that we're going to be working on here in the next couple of weeks, and you will be part of that. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you, Bill.
Thank you.